차렷! 사선에게 영예! 헌!
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to International Online Technical Seminar. For us in Czech Republic, it's already second time because we had a national one, included some foreign participants. At first, I would like to welcome our Grandmaster Hwang 9 degree, and also my colleagues, Master Martin Zámečník, 7 degree. One. Our practitioner, Pavel Zavadil, 3rd degree. And my name is Ondřej Vrabel, 7th degree. So what about will be today's seminar? This seminar is focused on black belts. So we will do patterns for black belts. We start from pattern Hwang, and we will go up, and we will see what will happen and what we will do. We start also with some fundamental exercises and several patterns. For example, Tsunzi, Jungun, and pattern Chummo. This is because we would like to explain some specific details of techniques included in these patterns, and also special rhythm in these patterns. If you have any questions, please write down this question in a YouTube chat. We will try answer immediately or later in second part of this seminar. One important thing and our our request for Czech participants and also for foreign participants. In YouTube stream, there is under stream is written a link for application form or some list of participants. Please enter your name and fill all necessary information. This is mainly for statistic reasons, and we will see later how many participants take a part and from which countries. Now I will transfer this speech to Grandmaster Hwang.
Hello everybody. Welcome to technical seminar. Okay, today.
So we will start now with the explanation of some fundamental information. So firstly, Master Zámečník will explain the power of theory, and later we will do techniques and patterns.
So, okay. I think we will start directly with Chonji, and on Chonji, on fundamental exercises from Chonji, we would like to explain all 6 parts theory of power. So on the beginning, I will only name this technique, these parts. First is Bandong Krok, which is opposite power. Then Chipchung, which is concentration of power. Then equilibrium, stability, which is Kyun-Hyung. Then breath control, Ho-Hoop Jojul. Mass, weight, which is Chiliang, and Sogdo, speed. So můžeme začít s Chonji.
Jako, jak to je pro spoj.
So first, Grandmaster would like to start with explanation what is Bandong Krok.
Takže jedna technika pustí a druhá strana, jak to spolupráce, to je Bandong.
So Bandong Krok, opposite forces, is about cooperation between left and right side or right and left side, because if we execute some technique, we have to pull back in opposite direction, also second hand, which help us to reach more power and more speed.
Takže to jako úder, jeden dopředu, jeden dozadu, takové bandong.
So this is really basic bandong krok, what Grandmaster showed. If we are doing upward motion, so this motion in Churugi, we have to pull back second hand in opposite direction.
Hlavní pravidlo je taekwondo, který jako technika začínáte třeba útok, obrana, ale každý většinou technika musí tady končit druhý ruka.
So we have also some important main rules for techniques, and one of this is that usually we are starting from hip.
Končí, druhý strana je tady končí, musí tady končit.
So we are finishing, if we are executing with one hand some technique, second hand is finishing on the hip.
Třeba to taky, třeba blok taky musí tady končit.
For example, like maki.
Ale jaký technika je speciál, nedělá.
But sometimes we have some special occasions, some special techniques.
Tebimaki.
For example, guarding block.
Tebimaki. Tohleto tebimaki. Proto neděláme. Tebimaki je připravy.
Because this is devi, which means like guarding. So we must be ready for some another block or counter attack.
Takže takový čas tohle není bandung.
So in some exceptions, we are not used to use bandung krok, like for example in devimaki.
Opakuju, takže třeba útok, bandung spolupráce, a obrana taky tohle spolupráce tohle.
We are used to do bandung krok not only in the punching techniques or striking technique, but also in most of blocking techniques.
A druhý, koncentrace.
Second part of Himavoli theory of power is concentration, Chipchung.
To všechny technika, ne, to tělo, všechno, jaký spolupráce musí končit na jedno místo.
So main idea of concentration is to put all my body behind the technique. So concentrate all my muscles and also mind into technique, into small blocking or attacking area.
Třeba to kondenzačidigi už začínáte všechno, ruce, nohy a oči, press control, spolupráce, ale tady pustí tady maximální síla tady. To je koncentrace.
It means that, for example, in walking stance, upward punch, we must concentrate all movement, all momentum, all our muscles into finishing technique. It's mean into apchumo.
A další balance.
Next is equilibrium.
Samozřejmě to asi kondenzogi 50% tohle jako pokojný jako rovnováha.
Of course, in walking stance or sitting stance, we can feel really comfortable because distribution of weight is 50-50. Yeah, so this is really good for equilibrium, for stability.
Důležité je tělo, když technika, tělo musí jako rovnováha.
So we also must put our body into good stability position, into good equilibrium, because it brings more power.
Lepší je rovnováha jako národní sogi nebo kondenzogi, ale taekwondo různý postoji, takže my musíme každý postoj musí rovnováhu dělat.
But we don't have only stances with 50-50 distribution of weight, like Anunsugi, Naranisugi, and so on. So we have to put our stability in all stances.
Takže třeba Nyunjasogi, kde je jako balans, jako rovnováha. Musí balans. Proč děláme to Nyunjasogi? Protože to přednoha používat. Musíme takhle jako technika.
So we have a lot of kind of stances. For example, L stance which is not 50-50 but 70-30, and it gives us opportunity to use really fast front leg. Yeah, so we can use this advantage if we will be in good stability.
To třeba kůvře mísek taky jedna, ale musíme rovnováhu udělat.
And for example, another ready stance, bending ready stance A for good side kick. So without this good ready stance in good equilibrium, we cannot kick proper side kick.
Tohle tu někdy zkouku taky stejný. Potřeba jako rovnováha.
And of course, if we are in the air, we also need good stability, because if our body will be too much, for example, leaning back, it will be bad for our landing.
A ještě, když vyměníte místo třeba dopředu, tohle taky musí rovnováha. Protože někdy jenom tak, potom někdo jako chytá, potom to ztratí rovnováha.
Also, we don't have only static stability, we have also dynamic stability, and it's mean if we are moving from stance to stance, we must be also in good balance position.
To uvidíme se, tak cvičíme, jak to bude, jaký problém. A další?
So later, Grandmaster will explain more in some patterns explanation. Next one.
Čtvrtý je breath control.
Breath control.
Proč děláme takhle breath control?
Why we are doing breath control?
To je máme breath control jako pravidla taky.
Of course, we have some basic rules for breath control.
Třeba spojený technika mimo, ale ostatní technika, všechno my děláme jeden technika, jeden breath control.
For example, connected motion, it's a little bit different. We have one breath in, but we can say general rule that for each technique we have breath in and breath out.
To je breath control jako skoro jako akorát dvě věci potřeba.
So for understanding of proper breath control, we need to know two things.
Jeden jako tělo uvolníte, potom pevný udělá.
So first, on the beginning of motion, we must relax our body, and on the finish of motion, we must use tensing our muscles.
Protože to jako nádech může uvolněný, potom výdech může pevný.
So during breathe in, we must relax our muscles, and on the end of breathe out, we must tense our muscle.
Takže když končí breath control, taky končí a tělo už pevný.
So end of breath control must be in same moment, exactly same moment as end of executing of technique.
A ještě jedna věc jako obrana sami tělo.
And second thing is that if we are tensing our muscles, it's also good like monkey. If somebody attack us, we can survive better.
Třeba já dělám to, útočím a vy děláte taky útočí. A bude tady končí, já tady ztratit obrana, ale tady může sami obrana taky.
So for example, if somebody will do to your body some counter attack, it can help to protect your internal organs, and it's also some way of defending yourself if you do proper breath control.
Tak. Pětku.
Next one.
Váha.
Mass.
To je síla je jako rychlost, to je ještě váha.
So from physically point of view, energy, kinetic energy is two things, and it's mass and speed.
Takže to jako my přírody jako síla používáme třeba toulu bude váha, toulu.
So also to understand our weight, our mass, we have to use natural powers like gravitation. So if we are going down, we can use better our weight.
Takže my používáme Yultong.
So we have to use Yultong, which is like natural spring, like wave.
Hlavně používáme sine wave.
And we are used to use sine wave, which is down, up, down motion in some direction, front, side, back, and so on.
Poslední.
And last one is, of course, it's speed, which is really important. So, of course, you understand that without speed, you cannot use your energy in proper way.
Takže teďko už začínáme, jako pokračujeme tool, potom něco ještě.
So now we will start with patterns. We choose only 3 color belt patterns, and we will start with chonji. And during these color belt patterns, Grandmaster will explain more about theory of power and also about techniques.
Tak přikušme tady, správně, kdy, tak budeme přišli, tak. Ano. Tak, zkusíme na počítání.
So now we will try by count.
준비. 하나. tak. 또 걷면서 팔목 낮은 데 맞기. Teďko otočí už začíná všechno technika jako svědčí teorie síla už spolupráce.
This is walking stance low block, outer forearm low block, and in each technique, also like this technique, we have to use all 6 parts of Himevoli theory.
Zkusíme zpátky.
Again.
Tak, trošku pomalu, slowly. Hana. Tak. Začal pomalu ještě zpátky. Začal ušu vymění místo a ještě sine wave, připraví palmok 낮은 데 맞기. Takovýhle technika. Kompletní. Takže press control taky dělá, postoj taky dělá, všechno věci, jak to spolupráce.
So for next technique, he must change place, he must move for walking stance. So he needs to do sine wave. He must execute sine wave, which means he will use his mass and also speed. And he needs proper ready position for block. Also, he must execute proper breath control. He must do in dynamic and static point of view everything in good equilibrium. So this way we are using all 6 parts of theory of power.
Tak, první jako jak to 반동력.
So first thing is how to do opposite power.
Tak pomalu.
Slowly.
Hana, stop. To 2 spolupráce.
So both hands must cooperate each other.
No, různý technika takhle dělá, ale to on jak kdy začal. Tady takhle začal.
So this is beginning of motion.
Pořád non-stop, pořád pohybu. To je 반동력.
Both arms must move in opposite way. So this is opposite power, and it's really important. It must be non-stop motion. Don't stop in chamber position.
Takže nesmíte začínat tady. Ne.
Don't start movement from here. This is not starting position.
Okolo. Stop tady, ale pořád pokračuje a dolů také.
So this moment is only photo in book. Don't stop in this movement. This is not starting position. Starting position is from movement before.
No. Takže ještě jednou. Tak hana. Ano. Koukněte se tam už směru.
And also don't forget about your side. You must look on the opponent.
A už on dělal.
And also during ready position, during chamber position, he must breath in.
Pokračujeme.
Next one.
Tul. Zpátky. Takže už vyměníte místo signému.
So, because it will be changing of stance, changing of place, he must use sine wave.
Takže relax. Down, up, down.
So on the beginning, relax your muscles and go a little bit down, up, down, low, down.
Okay? Koncentrace. Takže důležité je tady potřeba síla. Takže tady nesmí.
Now you must proper understand of concentration of power. Because a lot of also good competitors put too much concentration on their stances. Concentration must be in attacking or blocking too. So this way, in this case, it must be in Atsumo.
Tak třeba tady začínáme.
For example, from here.
Jo. Ano. Tady žádný síla.
So don't put too much effort into your stance. So you must focus on your attacking tool, not on your stance.
Full stance, tool.
Look, don't forget your look. Be careful about stamping.
Tool. Set. Těčko bude vyměnit postoj.
Now we will change also stance. L stance.
Ano, tak už víte, 15 stupňů otočit.
Of course, you know the direction of front foot is 15 degrees inward.
Pull. Pull. Pokaždý tady.
Don't forget pull your fist on your hip.
Taky. Tady blok taky tady. Pokaždý.
Always put your fist on your hip.
Pull. Set. Net. Tas. Yes.
천재.
바로 시험. 천지툴 takumi technika jako 19krát jako jenom opakujeme.
So Chonji is really beginning patterns for beginners, and it has same rhythm, and we have to repeat all these techniques 19 times. So it's include 19 techniques in normal rhythm.
Tady technika 지르기, 막기, třeba 걷는서 지르기, 걷는서 한 발목 막기, nebo 뉘쳐서 한 발목 막기. taková technika bude každý tool bude skoro každý tool.
So it can look really simple because we have only simple fundamental exercises like konunso apchirugi, nunsa soyupmaki, konunso nasundemaki, and so on. But this is like main techniques of Taekwondo, and we have to repeat all this technique in all 24 patterns.
A tady hlavně je, jaký slovo čirugí.
So, because we are doing a lot of punching techniques, we have to explain what churugi means. What means punch?
So, churugi je to tady takhle. Churugi otočit rovně. Straight.
Churugi means straight rotation.
A kdy otočit?
The question is when we have to turn our attacking tool.
Když tady tačí.
So before you touch your opponent, don't make big turn. So
no,
this is incorrect. So first touch, and most of rotation try to do inside of target.
Takže tak. To je
So
churugi.
this is proper churugi.
Protože tady končí takhle jako terigi.
So common mistake is that people are doing churugi like terigi. So they finish rotation in same moment like touching target.
A třeba 뒤집어 찌르기.
For example, 뒤집어
뒤집어 찌르기 also
upset punch.
대치가 어떻지?
So this is also same. Try to twist, try to rotate your attacking tool in the target.
Takže takový útok bude síla tady pokračuje.
So in this way, you are not putting your power on the surface of your target, but inside of your target.
To jako rozdělení jako není.
Jo, terigi chcete?
Terigi. Třeba terigi rozbitý tady.
So different way of striking is terigi, like we are used to say strike.
Takže tohle to terigi.
Which is different way of using rotation and power than churugi.
Tohle jenom jako jenom tady.
So maybe
nebo kosti jako rozbitý.
So maybe with some striking technique you can make some skin problems or you can break some bones, but with churugi you have to attack internal organs.
Takže 손칼 때리기, 등주먹 때리기.
So this is power for back fist and knife hand striking techniques.
부시기, 뻗어버리, 부시기.
And if we are doing some kicks, busigi techniques, snap techniques are similar like striking terigi techniques. So busigi, terigi, almost same.
점식이 닦기, 또 니기도 질렀다, 또 내니 부시기.
So for example, some of students are doing more like churugi or more like stepping, yeah, than snapping techniques. So you have to snap technique. So same as striking technique, you have to put back your attacking tool, your leg.
Takže možná asi další věci pokračujeme, ale stačí čonjitu tak.
So maybe this is all basic explanation for chonji tool. If you have some question, you can directly ask, and we will try to answer these questions. Or last maybe 30-40 minutes we will, of this 3-hour seminar, we will answer only your questions, but don't shame to ask during each pattern. So maybe we can continue.
Tak my vybrali jako další čungun. Něco technika speciál, takže my ukážeme.
So from color belts pattern, we choose another pattern, which is Chungun, because there is a lot of new movements and a lot of common mistakes.
자, 중군 툴. 그다음에 준비. Můžeme tak trošku dopředu?
No, spíš
Jo?
No, tady potřebuji.
Jo?
Tak na to vidíme, no.
Tak.
정은!
바로 시험. trošku dopředu, jo? Trošku dopředu. Jenom na počítání.
So by count now.
준비. uvidíme, jaké technika, jaké tam se dělá.
So we will explain some new techniques.
하나. 또 풀 스테인이 또 teori에서 ale teďko technika 손칼뚱 연막기.
Try to still remember about theory of power. This is same like in Chonji tool, but only blocking tool is different.
둘. 빌로 요밥 잡으시기.
So he execute side front snap kick. 잡으시기.
뒷발서 손바닥 올려막기.
So and this technique is rear foot stance.
올려막기에 그뒤 내 접히에 보통 푸시 나홀.
So if you are executing olliomaki, you try to deflect some attacking tool to in upward motion.
Tohle technika pohybu už tady takhle jde.
So it must be circle motion like this.
A ještě tohle roketu trošku jen.
And elbow,
tady jako tento, tady také stejný.
And elbow must be a little bit facing to the side from this line.
A ještě tady je solaru, minimum solaru končí. Nahoru pustit, potom vrátit solar vysoký.
And also you must finish your palm in the same height as your solar plexus. But during the technique, you can reach a little bit up, but because I said it's deflection, you have to finish in your solar plexus height.
To důležité pohybu takhle otočí.
So this is an important motion. This is key motion for this technique.
No, pokračujeme. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 자, 걷면서 우팔굽 때리기, 우팔굽.
This is U or Vipalkup terigi, which means like upper.
팔굽 세봐. 다리에 앞주먹, 등주먹, 밑주먹, 옆주먹 딱래잖아.
So we have to understand a little bit different terminology with elbow, because for example with fist we have front fist, side fist, back fist, and so on.
ale tohle když jak ukáža směru tohle 팔굽.
But it in elbow terminology is only to show direction of striking with palku.
스메루 타게 우팔구.
So this is vipalku because it's showing upward.
So on mom.
The body position is full facing on mom, and it's in okeson, in shoulder line. Don't try to put your elbow higher than your chin.
Yeah. Okay, pokračujeme. 하나, 둘. Tak, zpátky kroku. No. 하나. Tak, 쌍주먹 세워 찌르기. 세워.
This is Sansumok Sevo Chrugi.
To je
vertical punch.
엎어, 뒤집어, 또 세워.
So
ale
we can say
skoro 세워, ale trošku, trošku.
So we can say that this is Opo Chrugi, this is Dijibo Chrugi, and this is Sevo Chrugi.
To je edunamisto.
This technique is closer to vertical punch, to Sevo Chrugi, but it's not exactly vertical. And attacking area is face of one opponent. Don't try to attack two opponents. This is against one.
하나. To je trošku jiný.
But this is different.
To otočit, to celý mom, otočit oba, otočit trošku, kulatý otočit, press boky, rovno a končit, když končit, otočit.
So try to execute here big circle, don't make some small circle, because technique is quite short. So try to make it more bigger, and you must go through this position. Don't try to skip this position, and still think about Chrugi, about proper execution of Chrugi. So it's mean you must rotate, you must twist your attacking tool inside of your target.
Už vysvětlil, takže takhle technika a tohle čil směruje ramena čára, ale proti dva.
So this technique is not against one opponent, but against two opponents, and it's mean your fist, your abchumok will be in your okesons, which is shoulder lines.
Okay, pokračujeme. Haná. Jo. Ještě tohle trošku nahoru, jo, tak tady tungčumok, to tady.
Jo, tak.
tungčumok, vypalmok, to rovný.
So common mistake is that competitors are doing, or students are doing these techniques too flat, because your tunsumok must be in same line with your elbow pit.
A ještě tady elbow, a tady břicho, kolem 5 cm, trošku mezera.
And here between your elbow and your ribs must be again 5 centimeters. So don't put elbows on the side of your body. It must be in front of your ribs.
Okay. Or other way, too far from the body.
Yeah, this is another common mistake.
하나, 둘. 자, 문자도 등충이 엎드리기 떼치고 다시 테크니까 콤비나체.
So
fast motion.
So next technique is combination. It's fast motion.
딱다리 들으실 때 또.
So this is application of technique.
하나. 콤비나체. 자, 위크로스 에시에 들어. 돌레트베 테크니까 도르마디.
This is fast action.
Fast. 하나, 둘. 오케이. 하나. 둘. 셋, 넷, 다섯. 자, 옆차기 다시 팔목 대 리미터스 팔목 대면 또에 하자마자 테크니까 약간 이메노. 옆차 찌르기 다시
So we are used to say Korean terminology haja maja, which mean and then. So you have to kick, side piercing kick, and then do palmok devimaki or two palmok napundemaki.
하나, 둘, 하나, 둘.
So this is haja maja technique.
하나. 또 노르마니 테크니까 노르마니 부대 어떻게? 노르마니 델라 딱래.
This is normal execution, normal speed execution of technique.
앞차부시기, 다시 앞차부시기,
Level.
앞차부시기. 또랬다 시작.
So this is application of technique.
자 이제 나오루 다리건치.
So this is finish of movement.
Okay. 또 slow motion.
In this pattern, this is slow motion, 노린동작.
또 프렛. 모든 여자서 팔목 대비 맞기. 저.
Máme nějaký dotaz?
여자서 팔목 대비 맞기 보통 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 노르마니 무제. 알레도 포마루. 당제 내 무제 넘다. 포마루 무시 시그로 나이드로. 당제 트로시고 나로 오노마하. 보통 돌레돌루. 알레 첼리 스타르트도 건치 때문에.
So it must be non-stop movement, and from the beginning to the end of motion, you must tense your muscles. This is not relax. You must little bit tense your muscles.
딱 보시면 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 데스코도 역시 어떠실 때? 다음 우편에 돌레 무시 다리 로브네.
So don't try to bend your wrist. This is really dangerous for your wrist. So your wrist must be with your forearm must be in straight line, and elbow must be facing a little bit out. Pane mistře, jestli můžeme vrátit, tady je dotaz.
Druhá ruka duncumok.
The question is about reaction arm.
To musi spolupráce. To je to jako tady končí tohle už spolupráce tohle. 하나, 둘. takhle. Yeah?
So question is, can you show the reaction hand after tung chumok? So it means after tung chumok, what is doing this hand, if we are understanding correctly? Question. So this is also opposite force, bandong krok. So you have to prepare both hands and then do opposite motion. So this motion is like this. This motion you have to pull back to your hip. This is still like. And one more question.
There's another question. Was the Dvichibun Chirogi too high as performed? The first seemed too high.
To technický problém něco jako pízel šiba, ale musíte poslouchat tady tungčumo vypalmo období takhle skrom. Takhle rozumíte, potom už obraz.
Maybe there is a technical problem of point of view our cameras, and sometimes it maybe it looks it's too high. But you as Grandmaster Hwang explained, you should follow the basic principle. So the dunchumok is the same level as in a side of the elbow. So this is a vertical line, same as a ground line.
Okay.
So we will continue with pattern. So elbow must be facing out.
둘, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 하나, 둘, 셋. 또 기육자 찌르기 닦기 약간 슬로우 모션. 그래 빼보니
This is slow motion, so again you must tense your muscles.
하나. To teorie síla musí rovnováha, takhle my včeli, ale tady jenom speciál, trošku takhle jde. Protože tady musí
So we spoke about equilibrium, and usually equilibrium means that you have to hold your body straight in all stances. But this is some special occasion because you try to reach with upper hand, upper bandals on same line as your lower hand. So you have to put your body a little bit like leaning forward.
Okay. 하나.
정근.
Sure. 딱.
So this is Chungun tool.
Pokračujeme, to vybrali Chungun tool.
And last pattern from color belt patterns we choose Chungun tool.
Asi dáme na několikát, jestli půjdeme obsi,
protože
neudělal si ty.
Tak už rovnou půjdeme obsi?
Asi můžeme půjdeme časou.
No, jenom ukážeme technika, nemusíme jako celý kompletní, jo?
So we, because of we are limited in space, we will practice by count.
To stejný technika neopakujeme.
And also we will not repeat explanation of same techniques.
Okay, 충분히 준비. 그래야 맞춰서 하나, 둘. This is 걷는서 손칼 앞때리기.
This is 손칼 앞때리기. This is not anuro, but this is front strike.
자, 자신한테 넣어봐. 포마루. 하나, stop. Tohle oba dva skoro stejný vysoký, ale to je připraví jako proti pohybu.
So this ready position must be in same height.
lepší rovno, takhle rovno.
And you have to use both hands for opposite powers.
To nesmí tohle nahoru.
And don't lift your elbows. Yeah, your elbows must be relaxed.
하나.
takhle?
하나. tohle není technika, jenom proti pohybu.
The upper hand is not blocking technique. This is only opposite force. And your Songkal must be in Myung Chison, which is center line.
하나. 하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 다섯. 뛰며 옆차 찌르기. 하나. 똑딱이 하자마자 뛰며 옆차 찌르기 돌루 아이시체 손칼 대비 맞기.
This is also hajamaja technique, which means kick your flying side kick, side piercing kick, and then land with Songkal Devi Maki.
야, 옆차 찌르기, 뛰며 옆차 찌르기 또 스페셜. 또 내심이 나호루.
And don't in executing of Timeo Chachurugi, don't put your balkal higher than your hip. So you can jump high, but
максимальный спён, але трошку долу лепший.
So it can be parallel with ground, but it's better if your balkal is a little bit lower than your hip.
Takže jestli chcete vysoký, musíte skoku hodně.
So if you want to hit your opponent face, you must jump really high.
Tak, okay. 하나, 둘. 자, jako previously jako hlava tady.
Try to imagine that you are grabbing opponent head.
ale druhý tohle budu olečagí. Takže tohle ruce jako bandongyo.
but meaning of hands in moment of finishing of kick is not that you are grabbing the head. This is only like opposite force. So don't try to imagine that you are kicking somebody to the face, because the main target is abdomen.
Aplikace otočte. Aplikace může být jako protihlava.
Application can be
potom tady může být
grabbing the head, but you are hitting, kicking abdomen area.
To tool jenom ukazujeme ta protipohyb.
But in pattern, meaning of hands in the moment of kick is only like opposite force.
Okay, prosíme. 하나, 둘, 셋. 또 걷는서 손칼등 앞때리기. 떨어지면 높은데 앞때리기 센터라인.
So of course this is a high section technique, and it must be again in center line in Yong Chison.
하나.
Once more, please.
또 콤비나체.
This is combination.
리클레.
Parallel 동작, fast motion.
또 이제 부분이 돌려차기 보통 다디 또 네모시 어떠시 약간 복귀 오라도 다디 무시 우까자 자.
So first kick is turning kick, 돌려차기, and then it's back kick. So you have to show to your opponent your back. Don't overturn your body like for side kick, but try to show your back.
뒤차질이 딱 보시면 하나.
So we will try this.
펀치, 펀치 들어질 때 또 무시 뽀까, 뽀까. 무시 돌에 우까자 자다.
So in the moment of kick, try to show your back, and also try to look on your attacking tool.
어떠치, 또의 옆차기.
This is incorrect because this is side kick. It must be back kick.
딱래 back kick. 딱래.
Also, attacking tool is 45 degrees downward.
Okay. 하나, 둘, 셋. 대치고 자든이 사인 웨이브 에놈 다시 테크니까.
For next motion, there is no sine wave. Only change your stance.
ताकि तारी नहीं साइन नहीं fast motion normally आले एनम.
This is not like fast motion. This is not fast motion, but we have to do without yultong, without sine wave.
하나, 오케이. 하나, 둘. 뭐지? 자, 대치고 밑바닥 콤비나체 할래 하자마자 테크니까. 부르분이 안 맞기 등치목 옆때리기 또에 하자마자.
Next two technique looks like combination, but this is like standard written, normal written combination. We are used to say again hajamaja, which means execute one technique and then execute second technique. First technique is again front block, so attacking tool must be in center line, and then tunsumok yokterigi.
하나, 둘.
This is correct.
또 빌렸다기 하자마자.
And next, last technique was also hajamaja.
어떻게 다음 메루? 타겟도에 니우자서 좌사 손칼 멈춰맞기. 이빠다때 반몸 스메루 땀 프론트 아톨레 다다리 프레 딱레 펀치.
So this is Kyocha Sonkal Momchomaki, which means checking block, and important and common mistake is direction of this block. A lot of students are doing too much to the side like this, but you have to understand that in L stance, your front direction is this. It must be in this direction. And also quite common mistake is changing the hands. Yeah, so same hand as front leg is same hand is front hand. So don't put like this, because this is a little bit unnatural for your body.
And also in the book, this is incorrect photo for this technique, because it's wrong. So don't follow photo in pattern Chumo.
So naturally, if you are half facing, one arm is longer, so this longer arm must be in front. So this is really natural.
Okay. 하나. Taky trošku ven.
So again, put your elbows a little bit to the side.
Pohybu from takhle může být tady trošku ven.
So this is same how we explained before in Chunging tool oleomaki, because this is also oleomaki. So try to hold your elbow a little bit facing out.
A třeba tohle odu tady, to nemůže jako ven. Tohle tady takhle jde jako přírodě, ale tohle musí tak.
So you must understand trajectory of motion. This is not from behind to in front of you, but whole motion, whole circle must be in front of you. So in this way, if you understanding this way, it's more natural to put your elbows a little bit out.
Try. Ještě zkusí tohle. Takhle lepší. Jak si tak zkusí. Protože tohle takhle pohybu může být tak, ale takhle pohybu může rovně.
So if you not understanding trajectory of motion well, and you are putting your hands too much behind you, and motion is like this, maybe it's more simple for you to hold arms straight like this. But proper motion is in front of you. So not from here to there, but make circle in front of you. And this way, you have to put your elbows a little bit out.
Okay.
So ten pohyb je zase tak?
Taky stejný, to je protože
So again, it's deflection. So don't try to hold on the end of motion, but naturally try to reflect some attacking tool. So it looks that we have another questions.
So we have a question about if we are able to show application of Kyocha Sonkal Momchomaki, so one technical pack.
Aplikace tam.
Takže bude tam směru tak ještě jako údel, jako blok. Třeba.
Na mě. Pojď ty úder na mě. So this is one possible application which usually general show on the seminars. So in this way, we are using our Kyocha Sonkal in this way, like scissors. Yeah. So if he attack, I am not only checking his fist, but also I put little bit tense, like in scissors motion, to feel his another motion. So if he want to pull back his hand, I can use some another technique. But in all patterns, if we are executing Kyocha Sonkal Momchomaki, bande, můžeš tohle nohou. So we are used to this motion. Yeah. Ještě jednou. So we can block like this. Yeah, so možná pincumo tohletou rukou. Also like this or sonkal. So some technique from this side we can block like this. We can. It's not like deflecting block. It's only like check, like checking block. This is why we call it checking block.
Okay.
So we have these two applications, but in pattern, don't practice the scissors. In pattern is only like second application, which I explained.
We have two more questions, so we are going fast. Another question is, does it matter if the palm is open or better to have the palm lightly clenched during the circular motion? I think it means it's about technique Olejmaki do Sumbarak Olejmaki. So it's open or
zavřený, anebo jestli otevřený. Jako.
So the Grandmaster Hwang says it should be done naturally. It's not necessary to clench your fist like in the punch. So not straight, but naturally clench a little bit. And a question: when performing Yopchagi, should the hands cross over on the chest before the punch? Při Yopchagi, jestli ruka takhle, nebo jak ruka práce?
Ruce, jestli se skříží.
No.
Tam vyloženě napsáno, jako jestli se kříží, anebo jestli...
To je hlavně jako Yopchagi tady. Yopchagi tady poky. Tady začíná tady.
So the main purpose of this technique is attack to the face of the opponent. And Grandmaster Hwang says that it should start from the hip. So bend from here and punch to the face. So don't cross in front of your body, because from this direction it's very difficult to perform punch like this, because it looks many times like a strike, side strike with side fist.
Tak tohle jako jméno panči, takže panči správný technika tady takhle panči.
And the name of this technique is chirugi, Nopunde chirugi, so it should be done like chirugi.
Ale trošku problém, protože to už hodně lidí tady takhle cvičil, ale tohle čil, a když ji občačili, a kdo obrana tady blok, já můžu tady útočit. Jako útočit, ale to je obrana systém.
The purpose of this technique is high punch, because our goal is to kick opponent with the leg. But if the opponent is blocking our leg, so we will do this punch to the face. It's like a safe opportunity how to kick and be safe against the opponent counterattack.
No, lidi moc nebaví tohle, takže asi možná takhle cvičení to, jo, ale to je jako správně tady začíná.
Grandmaster Hwang says that many persons, many people don't understand the purpose of the punch. So the purpose of this technique, this one, is to punch opponent to the face. So if you understand this, you should do like this, not cross the hands in front of the chest. Tak můžu asi končit?
Musel poslední?
Jo, nemáme Huberte nic.
Jo. Hala.
So last motions of čumu.
Paro. Jo, takhle hotovo.
So it was čumutul, it's done.
Tak.
16:04, pane mistře. Hodinu už máme zase.
Jo.
Takže možná kvange aspoň.
Jo, kvangetu. Pokračujeme kvangetu.
So we will start now with black belt patterns. We scheduled also like 15 minutes break, so we will start with kwange and we will see what we can finish before break.
Kwangetu. Naraniso Hanulson.
This is Naraniso Hanulson, which means parallel stance, heaven's hand.
Tak teďko nohama, rukama, press control, všechno dohromady a končí takhle.
So everything must finish at the exactly same time.
Každý má trošku tempo jiný, ale to asi hana, tool, se, net, hana, tool, se, net, končí takhle.
So it's not exactly written
how
long it must take, but we are used to count like hana, tool, set, net, like four counts for this motion.
Každý jak počítat, ale to asi každý cítí, jak to jako tempo.
Takže můžu říct, že třeba jako normální pohyb je 1, 2, tohle je 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can simply say that normal motion, standard speed is hana, tool, but this is hana, tool, set, net, so maybe like double time.
To není pravidla, ale my takhle jako už zkušenosti to tempo udělali takhle.
This is not some written rule, but this is from experience.
Každý takhle cvičí třeba.
So if you observe some competitors or students, they are used to this like this. Next one.
Tool. 또 걷는서 뒤집어 지르기. 다그제 자치나.
So this is upset punch.
돌레 루카 오토치.
Again, it must be big circle.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 건치.
Finish like this. We explained this before in Chunguntu.
둘. 자, 그다도 하나, 둘, 셋. 다시 스파트기.
Once more, please.
뒤집어 치기. 자, 돌에 걷는 서기 로브네. So
direction of front feet in kononsugi is straight.
다그제 무시 블레이드리 오토치.
So at first you have to change your feet and also body position to half facing.
내 문제는 딱 내일에 무시도 오르마디. 다.
Don't make it too robotic. Like hana, tool, yeah, but try to do it together. Yeah, so change this position, change body position, and go forward like together. Yeah.
하나. 자, 걷는서 손바닥 걸쳐맞기. 또 내니 앞고 포말루 알레 자세 돌레 내니 앞고 리클리. Normally,
it can look that this is slow motion, but this is not slow motion. In normal technique like churugi, maki, we are used to put on the end of technique sharp end, but there is no sharp end because meaning of the technique is put your sombadak on the opponent arm or leg.
돌. 그 미끌기.
This is sliding technique.
하나, stop. 또 밀자서 또 15 minute degree, 15.
So this is different than walking stance. In L stance, we have our front feet 15 degrees inward. So and also your body is half facing, so you can go straight for next technique.
하나, 둘, 넷. 하나, 둘.
This is proper execution of this motion. Also down, up, down.
뒷발서기 또 두 번째 때.
And don't forget that your front feet must be in Virbalsugi 25 degrees inward, which is 10 degrees more than L stance.
둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 첼리 slow motion.
Whole movement is slow motion. Common mistake is that people are starting too fast, but from the beginning, from first movement of this technique, this is slow motion for Indonesian.
하나. 여기 elbow.
Again, slow motion. Don't forget about your elbow putting out.
하나. 둘. 자, SGS 받기.
Again,
아,
please.
부르니 폴레노 비스토키, 보통 라메나 비스토키, 약간 연속 차기.
This is Yonsok Chagi combination kick. First is Nulo Chagi, pressing kick. And on the end of technique, your balkal must be on the knee height. And second is side piercing kick, and your balkal must be in shoulder height.
하나. 하나. ještě trošku nahoru,
So Nulo Chagi must be a little bit higher.
하나, 둘, 셋, 둘. 자, 모아서 옆주먹 내려 때리기. 내려 때리기 90. 네. 하나, 둘, 자, 손가락 안으로 때리기. 하나, 자, 푸시필러 중근 툴, 건너서 손바닥 낮춰서 손바닥 눌러맞기. 하나, 스테임, 둘. 자, 어떠시대 우슈?
Please.
어떠실리? 하나. 자, 앉는 손 등주먹 옆때리기. 하나. 보조루 대치고 무대 돌레또. 자, 하나. 자준발.
This is full shifting. It must be shorter than sliding.
또 반대 맞기.
And this is reversible.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, 둘, 셋. 관계. 바로 쉬어. 오케이.
Tady je dotaz na Golčomaki.
We have a question about Golčomaki, but with Master Damečík we are not sure about the meaning of the question, because it's written, are you blocking with the outer forearm, then hooking block to grabbing motion? So we spoke about it. It's about against the punch.
So Golčomaki, mainly Sombara Golčomaki, is little bit exception, because normally we can use, for example, for Yopmaki, we can use Anmaki or Bakatmaki. But for Sombara Golčomaki, is much more clever to use only Bakatmaki, because then I can grab him, pull him, and punch. But in this case, if I will grab and pull him, we both have same chance to attack. So in book is written, this is some exception in Golčomaki, that we have to use Golčomaki like Bakatmaki. Pane mistr, takhle správně?
Tak, nejdřív světlím, co to je Golčomaki.
First, Grandmaster would like to explain what is Golčomaki.
Tak, to English hooking.
English terminology is hooking block.
Ale to Korean jako technology trošku jiný.
But in Korean terminology is little bit different meaning.
Golčo, něco jenom položit.
So golcho means put on, something put on. For example, if you have your jacket and you will put on the hook, so this way of meaning. This is also
like this.
If you are doing this motion, this is like meaning of golcho in Korean terminology.
Takže tohle blok takhle.
So block is like this.
To není blok takhle, není blok. Jenom
it's not for deflecting or make some injury or stopping.
Takže press control taky trošku jiný než normální.
And because there is no sharp end on the of this technique, your breath must also follow. So there is also no sharp end on the breath control.
Takže normální to Sonkali Yombaki.
For example, this is Sonkali Yokmaki.
Ale tohle takže breath control
this is Golchomaki. So on the end is little bit softer, longer, with no sharp end, and breath control must follow.
Ale pohybu to ruka to normální rychlost.
But you have to understand that this is normal speed, not slow motion. This is normal speed, only no sharp end.
Punchy, block, same time.
So we can say that punch and Golchomaki is same speed, same time. It takes same time.
Pane mistře, tady je dotaz, jestli je rozdíl v pohybu a síle pro noločagy a pak jako píše jako na zunde jokčagy, ale
jaký je rozdíl?
Prosím.
There is a question, is there any difference in motion and power for pressing kick and low side kick? And the Grandmaster Hwang says that
Nulo. Pressing.
Nulo. This word mean press. So it should be done in pressing motion. And there is also no rotation of the attacking tool and no rotation on the stancing leg. So potom jaký je jako rozdělení váhy, když dáme pomalý pohyb. Asi ta jako jak hodně jako váha přední noha, jo, aby asi lidi možná třeba jak dělají jako poskakují třeba.
Protože normálně jenom normální těla, ale pomalu to nohama, rukama všechno najednou nemůže spolupráce. Takže trošku váha, rovnováha.
A on ptá, jako jestli jako váha přední noha. Jo, jestli jako když budu dělat pomalý pohyb, jestli takhle třeba.
Ne.
Ale musím jako hodně váha zadní noha, jak pomalu a až konec jako váha 50. So this question is about is there any difference? What is the weight distribution in slow motion for the front foot? We spoke about it with Grandmaster Hwang in Czech language. The explanation is that the most or every mass should be on the rear leg, because you are trying to slide in with front leg to forward. So the weight distribution at the end is 50-50. But until that, you should perform with the bent real knee. Otázka, jestli má nějaký jako vysvětlení nebo jako význam na rany Sohanulson.
To je jenom symbol, jako tak.
Jo. There's the last question is any meaning and application in ready posture for pattern Kwange? And Grandmaster Hwang says it's like art, because we have some ready postures like art, but the word of Hanulson it mean heaven and hands to the heaven, že jako kouká jako na nebe, jako
kouká mezi jako sluce, potom mi otevří třeba, může být jako
takový vysvětlení.
Ale to nikdy není napsáno, tak já neviděl.
It's not written, So dear Master Hwang says the meaning can be that we are looking to the sun. So we are looking to the sun and then we start this pattern.
No.
To asi
možná to asi já nemám pravdu, ale asi někdo asi čunávatel člověk, jak si řekl. Ale já neviděl tohle, jenom jako začíná takhle jako umění.
Grandmaster Hwang says that maybe he is not correct about it, but never he saw this information written. So maybe someone has this information. We will be happy that you are able to share with us. Maybe you put this information in chat relative some publication article or anything. This is not technique. This is about meaning of art. Další dvě otázky. Pattern should begin and end at exactly the same spot, but are there some errors or exception? Že říká, že sestava musí začínat na stejném místě, ale jestli máme jako nějaký výjimky, jo, jako v tomhle tom.
Že stejný místo začátek tool, stejný
jako
místo konec
tool. To stejný jako to je normální pravidla.
It's simply a rule for all 24 patterns. The pattern should start and then should finish on the same spot.
To generál takhle udělal, takže my musíme takhle cvičit. Něco chybá potom svoje technika postojí špatně.
If you have any problem to finish on the same spot, you have to check your fundamental movements. If there is any mistake in direction, in the length of your stances or so on, or some shifting, jumping, flying motions, it should be corrected.
Třeba tosantul trošku problém, ale vy sami jdete kontrol. Když zpátky potom vaše technika už můžete jako vědět svoje jako postoj správně.
For example, in pattern Dosan, if you are able in pattern Dosan to return on the same spot, it clarify you that you can trust your technique because everything is correct. You have correct stances, you are performing good rotation, good spinning on the spot, changing legs and so on. Pane mistr, tady ještě otázka, jestli můžeme jako potvrdit, že nuločaky v Kwangetu je provedeno, nebo že jsme ukazovali jako se správným rytmu a pohybu.
Rytm?
Jestli
jako ten rytmus,
já tomu rozumím tak, jestli třeba, když děláme nulomaky, tak trochu jako tlačí. Jo? Někdy lidi jako kopy moc energicky, vypadá trochu jako jokcačrugi. Jako jestli třeba rozdíl, jestli nuločaky trochu víc jako pressing, anebo někdo dělá hodně jako podobně
to
jako
je jméno.
So the meaning of the nulochagi, the word nulo, it means press. So it should be done in pressing motion.
Takže trošku tlačí.
So contact with the knee of the opponent and then a little bit press inward because it's not like a distraction with punch.
Tohle nulo.
So Grandmaster Hwang shows the difference between the punch or between some like pushing punch.
To asi ukážu trošku jiný, ale vy sami jako čtíte. Třeba tohle a tohle trošku jiný.
You can see the differences. The one is performed like Chirugi movement or some Busigi movement with a fast snap motion, and the second one means and tries to push the opponent.
Okay.
Já myslím, že všechno.
Jo, možná pauza už půlka pryč.
Jo.
Dobrý, takže teďko asi...
Těch 15 minut.
15 nebo...
No, je 16:24 asi, takže 16:40. So in Czech Republic now we have 4:24 p.m. So now will be 15 minutes break. So we will start at 4:40. So be ready. And if you have question, just put them in chat right now, and we will be ready answer. And also we will be continue with button home tool, and then get back and so on. So see you in 15 minutes.
Pozdravíme se.
Yeah.
Charil, Sasoning, Yong,
One.
Hesan. Shut up. Sasoningek. Yonge.
Go.
So we will start our second part. We receive some questions. So
nejdřív mi trošku jako informaci jako omlouváme roušky, protože tady zákon, my máme šanci jenom takhle.
Jasně,
my taky chceme jako pryč, jo, ale to nejde, takže omlouvám, musíte rozumět.
First, because we didn't mention at the start of the seminar, we all must wear the mask, the protection of our mouth and nose, because there is a law in Czech Republic, because the numbers of infected persons are very high. So this is only way how to do this seminar, because we are in the small room, quite small room, and we have to wear the mask. So we apologize for that, because there is not other way to organize this seminar.
To pán příště už to asi nesmíme, nemusíme, ale teďko musíme.
Grandmaster Hwang hopes that next time we will be able to do some seminar like that without mask, but now it's obligatory.
Okay.
Now I will explain also in Czech, as I said at the beginning of seminar. Please put your name in the Google form. There is a link in the description of the stream, so you can click on that, and there's an application form. Prosím ještě české účastníky, nepište svá jména, své školy do toho chatu. Teďka to je trošku jinak udělané. Máme tam odkaz na ten formulář přihlašovací, kde vyplníte číslo svazového průkazu, datum narození, a to jednoduše odešlete. Tím, že budete psát své jméno do toho chatu, tak ničeho nedosílíte. Tentokrát není ani žádná svazová soutěž o svazové ručníky, protože to je mezinárodní technický seminář a ta možnost pro české účastníky je tady vlastně něco navíc. So we received some more questions and we will try answer that before we continue with pattern poem. There's a question: is the elbow stretch in golčomaki or at an angle? Dotaz jako golčomaki, jestli je ruka natažená, musí být určitě pokrčená. The elbow and hand should be bent. This angle is 25 degrees, so it's not straight. It's quite common mistake in pattern Chuche, maybe Yong. The many students perform like this with straight elbow. So every time hold the elbow a little bit bent like this. There, this angle is 25 degrees. Next question. Oh, it's a very long question. It's about rhythm and sine wave. Pane mistr, dotaz je na rytmus a vlnovku, když se třeba v cuncitulu mezi druhou a třetí technikou otočka 180 stupňů, tak jestli to je stejný jakoby čas, stejný rytmus, jo? I trošku dech, moc nerozumím jako té otázky.
Třeba tohle otočí a takhle otočí čas trošku jiný, nemůže
it's very natural that because the question was about the rhythm and speed and also breathes. That, for example, in pattern Chunji, between second and third technique, because the Master Hwang says that this rhythm, this time period, is a little bit longer, because it's different than walking forward or backward or some changing the position to the left or to the right. So this time consumption depends on the way of the moving. So if we turn 180 or 270 degrees, it's much longer than we step forward or backward. Takže asi takhle. Jo. So I hope that we answered this question. If not, please write more in chat, and we will focus on that. And now pattern palm.
준비. 드라에 맞춰서 하나, 둘. 돌레 테크니까 외발소 올려치르기.
So this is one leg stance. Also, we can say it's 올려치르기.
또 네가들이 엔티클로데데 납사노 에드나스라나 올려치기 에드나스라나 이런 나홀.
So some pictures in book looks that on the one side is application only like go up, but on the second part of pattern it looks like 올려치르기.
여기에 또 올려치르기야 그 스프라미 그래.
Nemusí, no?
Trošku.
Jako nemusí kontakt. No need to touch the elbow.
další 7krát continuous motion.
So next 6 motion, this is continuous motion.
Continuous motion, connecting motion, fast motion, तो काजरी.
So we have to understand differences between fast motion, continuous motion, and so on.
그래서 continuous motion, 테크니크 또 포크라스에 continue.
So Kesok Donjak must be continuous motion. So it must continue.
Toledo trošku breath control trošku jinak než normální.
And also breath control is different than normal standard breath control.
Jako jenom nádech.
It's only one inhale.
A ještě to continuous motion musí trošku jemný. To nemůže tvrdý.
And no need to put maximum effort to continuous motion. Grandmaster said it must be more soft, more fluent.
Protože technika končí, ale ne úplně konec. Ještě připravit další technika, takže
of course we have some end of techniques, but it must continue. So it's not like sharp end of each technique.
Tak, zkusme si celebraci. Tak, technika continuous, tole technika, pořád pohybu.
It must be non-stop motion.
Ale zase neslaví. Musí stejně jako tady blok musí dávat energii.
But try to put energy like normal technique, but only end is little bit more continued.
A ještě musí rozumět technika jméno, chill.
And you have to understand purpose of each technique.
třeba tohle, první techniku, co to je? Abcimov, nulomaki. Tlačit, jako pressing.
So this is nulomaki.
Takže není punching. Není takhle.
So no need to sharp like
tlač.
It's not same like chugi.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱. takže pressing.
So you have to press your opponent in step.
Tak ještě jedno.
Once more, please.
To nemusí moc batí. Trošku hloubky dolů nahoru. Tak. Tak. Pozoru, každý technika správný jako místo.
Try to focus on proper correction, proper trajectory of technique and a correct place of technique.
Tak, 하나. Tak, tohle ruka musí jemně nahoru, tvrdý dolů.
Don't put too much effort to starting position. Yeah, so it must be a relaxing motion.
Tohle jo.
Jak chceme vysoko ruce? Někdy lidi jako hodně vytahují nahoru, jako chceme třeba hlava, takhle, nebo jenom třeba ramena?
To nemáme hranice, ale tohle to jako non-stop pohybu. Nemusí jako tady jako
natažení.
Jo, takže nahoru, pokročení nahoru, ale nechat jako lateral.
So this chamber position, this ready position must be natural position. So don't straight your elbows like this. Also, if you straight your elbows like this, your blocking tool is too high and it's too long to proper place where you have to block. So elbow must be bent and it must be non-stop natural motion.
하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 또 tady slow motion už jako světlil, to je na talion, jako pevný.
So before grandmasters explain already about noting the judge slow motion, so this is also good for muscles. So try to use muscle.
Takže končí nesmí jako končí rychle. Pull slow.
And from beginning to the end, it's slow motion. It must be slow.
하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 하나. Okay. Musí koukat tam směru.
You have to look on the left side where you will kick.
하나, 둘, 자, 시작. Ještě jednou, trošku víc pohybu,
Víc kolena.
tak. Tohle to, no, důl, hned, pas,
low, high, low motion.
Tak. To pozoru tohleto 앞지르기.
Be careful about front punch. This is front punch, not side front punch.
하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, 둘, 셋. 바로 쉬어. 또 다리 바운드를 돌리기 뒤에 또 continuous motion.
So important technique in this pattern is continuous motion. So try to focus on this.
takže lady musí rozumět technika 초제라.
So at first you have to understand purpose of each technique.
Okay? Any question? Need?
So no question. We can continue with another pattern. Gebek.
준비. 구령에 맞춰서 하나.
So before we in Chumutul explain.
둘. 자, 빠뜨기, you know.
So now it's a good opportunity to explain twisting kick, which was also a question from Grandmaster Tam. So we have 3 categories of twisting kick. It's same like punch. We have nopunde down and but in this case, Biturochagi is a little bit special because it has also different directions. So low twisting kick is front kick. We can show.
자, takže Biturochagi tady takhle končí, protože před noha tady hobok.
So main target is thigh, hobok inside. So you have to finish in this position, and your leg must be in front of you, not on the side.
가운데 비틀차기. 딱 스쿠시 감. 가운데 비틀차기 out.
So now in middle section kick, your opponent is here. So you are kicking like this. Yeah. So it's a little bit on the side, not in front of you like low snap, low twisting kick, but this time this is low and this is middle.
높은데
And this is high section kick, like this. So I am on the side, but not directly on the side, little bit back, let's say.
Okay. Ale tady problém teďko nařízení vytvoření, jestli družík nebo snap stejný.
The question is if in low snap kick, is it like holding the leg like this, or is it like snap kick like this, like upchabushigi? This is question.
Encyclopedia napsáno jako upchabushigi jako snap kick stejný.
So in book is written that twisting kick is part of snap kicks, chabushigi.
Ale to general seminářu často ukázal družík.
But of course, if you participated in general chair seminars, you can remember that general chair was used to show holding kick during seminars.
To není napsáno encyclopedia, ale tady družík tady jako svaly jako
tulky do nich.
No, tulky tlačit, jako puší.
So big general chair was used to explain that because of holding this technique, you can go more inside, like through muscles on the thigh. So this is way of practicing low snap kick with holding. So holding is correct.
Tohle také, ale 가운데 높은데 normální jako práci.
But this is like exception for low snap kick, low twisting kick. But middle twisting kick and high twisting kick must be chabushigi, like snapping.
Okay. 그렇잖아요. 하나. This is a continuous motion. 지금 맞기 아까 발목 낮은 데 맞기, continuous motion. 하나. 두 반달선 맞기. Two twin 반달선. Block. So from here, 미러는 study body.
So this is
sigma.
So you have to start in front of if is it right block. So you have to start in front of left part of chest, and only go to the diagonally front.
Protože to hodně lidí cvičí druhou stranu. Tady začíná takhle. To nemůže.
A lot of people are doing too much
potom bude muset tam. Ale tady sigma, jako před tam.
It's not from side to the side. So it's more like in front of you and go diagonally from.
Ale poslední tady tak používáte boky.
And you have to use also your body, your hip rotation.
A ještě tool nesmí sign jenom tak.
And again, this is some special case. This is exception. Don't use Waldung-Park, don't use your sine wave. So don't lift your rear heel.
Jenom ruce boky.
Try to use only your body and coordination with arms.
Takhle začíná.
So this is beginning.
Poprosíme. Hana. Tool. Connecting motion.
This is again connected motion.
Hana. To co je?
What is this? Aptergi.
To application tady a tam.
Of course, it can be application that one opponent is on the side and back, and second opponent is front.
Lepší by bylo asi otočit. Posun se doleva.
So,
normální application tady.
So it can be also application that opponent is here. One, and one opponent there.
Ale to Quebec tool napsáno jenom tady jako úkol.
But in Quebec tool we have only one opponent and it's in front of you.
může být switch tady a tam.
So
ale
if you are practicing fundamental exercises, you can practice like 1, 2, but in Quebec it's like one motion, your opponent is only in front of you.
Takže to nikdo cvičí tady hodně jako strana tady.
So some people are putting hand too much to the side, but
to nemůže jako rovno jako pohybu. Takže to sigma, takže není správný.
Also, if you put your hand too much to the side, it's difficult to do front strike from
maximálně tady blízko, tady rovně.
So from here, from this position, it must be straight motion to front.
Okay. Hana.
Bude se zpátky, asi vrátíme zpátky.
Já zpátky.
Budu zády. Nevadí.
Asi nevadí.
Hana. Tool. Set. Net. Hana. Tool. Set. Kucha maki. Kucha. 9 block.
This is 9 shape block.
Tohle trošku pokručený a může být jako blok.
The lower hand must be bent, like nasundemaki.
Hana. Tool. Hana. Ten. Nesmí nahoru tady.
Don't lift your hand.
Tak, ještě jednou. Jenom ruce a boky. Hana.
Use only your hands and hips.
Tool. 팔굽 때리기 또 앞팔굽.
This is 앞팔굽 때리기.
또 팔굽 때리고
front elbow.
하나. 둘. 셋. 넷. 자, 어떠시게 다음 구매로. 자, 때리고. 자. 어떻게 됐고 옮겨디디며 옮겨디디며 돌려차기.
This is 옮겨디디며 돌려차기.
또 옮겨디디며 means 이메나 미스터 poprosíte copy.
Which mean change with step together with kick.
protože 어떠시대 나란히 서기. 자, třeba takhle rovné.
For example, if you stand directly in front of your opponent,
to copy asi nefunguje.
It's difficult to use in proper way toločagi.
Takže trošku tady.
So it's better to do side step, and from position on the side you can kick in proper way.
takže 돌려차기의 여밥.
So we can say that tolyochagi it's not front kick, it's little bit like yobap.
třeba tady 돌려차기 může tady.
So if you are standing directly in front of your opponent, you can kick to his shoulder.
ale trošku jiný potom bude tady tělo.
But if you want to kick his body, you have to execute side step.
Proto vyměníte místo.
This is why you are doing this step, because apterigi and tolyochagi is on the same opponent.
옮겨디디며 jako slovo 옮겨디디기 to samostatné, 옮겨디디며 dohromady.
So in Korean encyclopedia is written 옮겨디디며 tolyochagi, which means it's together, stepping and kicking together. If will be there written 옮겨디디기 tolyochagi, it's mean first step, then kick. But it's written exactly 옮겨디디며 tolyochagi, which means together.
takže fast야 dohromady. 하나. tak, kolik centimetrů nebo kolik tak jako na stranu? půlka ramena.
So you are changing, you are doing side step, like half of your shoulder width.
Okay.
Ještě jednou teda?
Ale nesmíte angažovat tam, jo, tak už tady směr stejný, protože
Jenom do strany.
Jo? Vy tady oba, ale tady bude. No?
So it's side step, not diagonal step, because it's same opponent like for apterigi. So you have to go only side, not diagonally front.
하나, 둘, 셋, 하나. 또 중기주먹 지르기. 중기주먹.
This is middle finger fist.
중기주먹 두 배 카테고리.
For Chunjitsumok, we have only two punch techniques.
높은데.
We have
높은데. 약보 세워. 아래 높은데 돌래.
Its position is like vertical punch, like sevochrugi, but we call it nopunde.
가운데 뒤집어, 약보 뒤집어.
And gaunde chrugi, Chunjitsumo gaunde chrugi, it's same position like dijibo chrugi, but again proper terminology is gaunde chrugi.
따져 가운데 chrugi, 돌래 약보 수보의 solar 비속기.
So it must be in solar plexus height.
하나.
Because target is solar plexus.
Právě, ještě jednou. Tohle to ne oliochrugi.
So this is not oliochrugi, like hit to the chin, but you try your target is your solar plexus.
Takže pohybu tam, ne tam.
So motion must be more like dijibochrugi than oliochrugi.
Tak, jako podobný. No, podobný, takhle.
It's similar, not same like dijibochrugi.
Okay. 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 또 구르기 무시 풀.
This is stamping motion, gurugi.
무시. 약간 노르마니 에놈.
So try to focus on this technique and try to step from up, yeah, go down.
Pull.
Don't make like this, for example, but try to stamp like this.
Yeah. Pull.
And put all weight to the stamping.
딱 치지 다리 약간 스발리 약간.
You have to feel your muscles because this is also for muscle conditioning.
Je to, že já dupnu, anebo že na ní spadnu na tu nohu silou?
Otázka je, jestli jakoby aktivně, jako když kopete jako třeba čagy, jestli jako dupnete, anebo víc jenom postavíte a spadnete.
Ale to hlavně on dělá takhle dělá. Ale musí tak.
Takže musíš dupnout.
Musí.
So question was, is it only falling down with leg in a ready position and only falling down, or if is it like active stamping? And answer is it must be like active stamping.
To není copy.
This is not like chagi, yeah, but this is not only like holding and falling down.
Okay. Dobrý. 하나, 둘.
Kvek!
바로 쉬어.
Máme otázky. So we have 3 questions. Grandmaster Wayne Brown from England. Can you confirm that low twisting kick is held? Jestli teda potvrzení, jestli na zub 9 čaky držíme.
No, to asi když šance jako my musíme jako technický komise, protože minule, když Thai EB meeting, tam jako povolili, jako co chcete, ale teďko už se potvrdili generál semináru, tím už jsme jako poslouchat. Takže když šance dohromady jako informací, teďko jenom takhle vypadá, takhle děláme. Tak.
Jo, že jako budeme takhle
se
dělat.
Jako,
ale musíte potvrdit v rámci jako EB nebo technický komise?
To EB, technický komise, to, jako to mluvíme, potom EB jako posíláme.
Jo, a oni schválí. Jo.
So, ale skoro já takhle, můj názor už takhle skoro jako potvrdím.
We spoke about if low twisting kick is hold or it's snap motion. Grandmaster Hwang says that it's his opinion, depending on many videos from different international seminar with Grandmaster Choi. And this should be confirmed by technical committee and later by ITF executive board. So after that, it will be 100% sure how to perform this kick. But the personal opinion of Grandmaster Hwang is it will be hold because it was done by General Choi always. So next question. This is clarification. Please could the direction of the feet in extents be explained? So, jestli jako můžeme vysvětlit postavení nohou, asi v gebeku, do kyochasugi. Jestli se to mění podle obrany nebo útoku. So there's a second part, does it change according the defense or attack?
Takže to ty měl kyochasugi.
Ale asi jako směr určitě.
Pane mistře, vždycky kyochasugi je jenom problém, jestli třeba takhle, nebo takhle. Jestli pán mom nebo jopmum. Asi takováhle otázka, já myslím. Ale tady není jiná možnost, protože gebek tu palmu, takže není možný jopmum. A takhle taky není možný. Takže jenom jedna možnost pán mom.
Encyklopedie tohle jako pán mom, jo?
Určitě.
No, jako tohle může tuve možnosti, jeden jako pán mom, jeden jopmum. Ale 율곡tul to pan jomom, ale ostatní skoro všechno panmom.
No, ještě pak munmu jako je jupmon. Jo, ale taky lidi hodně dělají jako panmon.
Ale tam napsáno taky.
Vždycky napsáno kam tělo.
We spoke again in Czech. There is a very short explanation because the position of the feet is written in the book in encyclopedia. It's described for each pattern. For example, in pattern Gebek, there is extends and the back fist high side strike. So there is position of the body is side facing. So Yupmon. And now we perform pattern Gebek. There is only way that it's diagonal direction. It's 45 degrees, the angle of the feet, and the position of the body is half facing. But for example, in pattern Munmu, there is extends a knife hand side strike, and there is position also side facing. So like this, the position of the feet is 90 degrees, then the side strike. So be careful what is written in the book.
In simple way, your feet must be in same direction like your body. So it's impossible to stay in kyochasugi with twisting body. So your feet, it doesn't matter if is it weight on the front or a rear leg, but it's always pointing in the same direction like body. So check only encyclopedia if body must be towards B or BC, and in same direction must be your toes.
So in pattern pawn, there is on-mon techniques. It's all these blocks are front block, and body is full facing. Another question. Just a moment. Can you confirm you look through the hands in double arc hand? Jestli u Dubanda Sumaki, jestli díváme skrz ruce. Yeah, it's 100% sure that we are looking through. It's also written in the book.
To homework musí koukat jako encyklopedie napsáno, encyklopedie tohle méjì koukat. Tady takhle.
It's Grandmaster Hwang says it's your homework. Look in the book and read what is written in the book, because this information is 100% sure written in the book. Look through it. So can you explain the starting position for the front back fist in sitting stance?
Tohle.
Jak je to začne ruce, jestli jako asi možná kříží a tak?
To třeba tady ruce tady potřeba.
So it's necessary if we strike to the back side strike, it should start in front of the body.
Jenom jeden tady, 반동력. Ale tam tohle 반동력. Takže nemusí tady takhle, to dlouho potom.
It's not necessary because it takes very long time.
Ja? Takže 계획툴 už napsáno jenom úkol jenom front. Takže tohle jenom jednoduchý. Tohle to už jako úder.
In pattern Quebec, it's written that there is only one target in front of you. So there is the reacting hand is in front of you, like in the punch before.
Yeah. Okay.
So to je všechno, pane mistr, teďka. So these questions are all. If you have more, please write down. It's great that you have so many questions and so many good questions. A půjdeme Uyam. So now pattern Uyam.
Tak my to normální tohle jako můžeme vysoký tý, ale tohle trošku rozdíl, protože od chariot potom vám to by to nerozdíl.
This is not correct.
Takže
you must prepare
takhle
your hands
takhle chariot potom může být tak připravit. Jako rozdíl ukázat.
Můžeme, pane mistr, říct, jako, že to je taky jako trošku umění, jako art, jako,
ano,
jo, aby bylo jako takže pomalý pohyb.
No, připravit takhle jako, jo.
So let's say Moa Chumbi Sugi D is always like this, with crossing hand like this, and this is art. This is not like technique. It has no application. This is only art.
A to není jako pravidla, jenom takhle my cvičíme, teďko všichni.
It's we have to practice like this. It's not written in rules, but we have to always practice like this. Everybody.
하나. 자, 걷면서 성칼 낮은데 안으로 맞기. 안으로.
This is anuromaki inside block. This is not front block.
또 가지디 그디시 자치나 때 약간 사인웨 위메니 미스터 무시 우스스메루. 네스미에는 다디 나미시체 돌루나온.
So common mistake is that on the beginning of pattern, people are doing spot sine wave and then go. This is not like this. If you are changing place, if you are doing sine wave, you have to go with sine wave. So don't execute, for example, down, up, and then go. This is really bad. This is
incorrect. Sine wave, mushi.
So sine wave must be in some direction, go there or there, but not on the spot and then go. This is incorrect. It must be go together with sine wave.
Namiście stejný jako tolu nahoru.
So if we are executing some technique in same stance, like I don't know, Naraniso Apchurugi, it's okay. This or Anunso Apchurugi. This is not like original sine wave. We can call it Yultong, and Grandmaster Hwang is used to say, and also during this video he said many times yultong, which means like sine wave on the spot if we are practicing in parallel stance or anunsugi and so on.
Okay. 하나, 둘, 셋. The continuous motion.
This is continuous motion.
딱 이제 돌래 내려막기 또 내려막기. 딱 스페들 때 내려막기, 눌러막기 different.
So first technique is neryomaki. So it must finish in our solar plexus height. So common mistake is that people are doing more like nulomaki. Yeah, but end of this technique is here. But again, it's deflection. So don't stop this technique. Yeah, and it's also continuous motion. So you cannot stop this technique, but motion is in solar plexus height, the blocking moment.
Important. Down.
And neryo means downward.
Down.
So don't make it in front
It's
direction.
checking.
It must be down.
Down. 딱 이제 하나, 둘. Continue.
This is continuous motion, case of donjak.
하나. 또 내스미 돌래 약간
Don't stamp. It's Kyochasugi is always without stamping motion. No stamping motion ever in all 24 patterns.
하나, 둘. 또 스베틀링 or 반대돌려차기. About
Now
반대돌려차기.
more explanation about bande tolyochagi.
반대돌려차기 또 오리지널 에노스메르 땀 어떠치 땀 건치 내 트리스타 스토프니 어떠치.
So original bande tolyochagi is only like, let's say 180 degrees, not full circle. This is not original bande tolyochagi.
딱 이제 그 다음 돌려차기 제가 누르마니까 딱 어디 똑같아. 돌려차기 반대돌려차기 약고 보도분이면은 그래서 돌려차기 다리 되게
So
돌려차기
this is turning kick, tolyochagi.
다리 다리 반대돌려차기 다리
And bande tolyochagi is
오브라치기.
like vice versa, from second side, from opposite direction.
허드레디 반대돌려차기 지났다 그래 풀 어떻지.
So a lot of people are practicing in full circle, which is incorrect. Original bande tolyochagi.
돌려차기에 어떻지 반대돌려차기 어떻지 반대 그 돌려차기 스테이니 약고
So let's say it's same like tolyochagi. We are also not practicing tolyochagi with full circle. So this is why bande tolyochagi is also only half circle.
오케이 딱 이제 하나 무시 코피 하고
So
네 어떻지.
and don't try to only hold your kick. Try to kick same like tolyochagi.
어떻지. 무시고
Asi se, pane mistře, otočíme takhle možná.
Jo,
takhle.
Schopně já trochu to mohu brát.
No, 하나. 무시. 야 우까지요. 우까지. 돌래 니그로 제가 해놓은 다음에 해스키. 또네 무시 코피. 플라미 코피. 약고 또네 스테이.
So main purpose of this kick is power. So don't try to hold. If you will only hold, maybe it looks artistic and beautiful, but this is not purpose and meaning of this kick. The main purpose is to kick, so to kick powerfully. So don't try to make over beauty or over artistic, but try to kick.
question. 반대돌려차기 하나. 둘. 반달 찌르기 무시 약간 trošku blisko.
This is crescent punch. Don't put it too far from your face. because your opponent is standing here, not in this direction.
하나, 돌려치기.
This
하나,
is turning punch.
둘, 셋, 넷. 하나, trošku to lásí, ještě dál, jo. Ještě 하나, 둘.
Jako být tu?
Swing, jako takhle.
Jo, jako trošku
nezastavuj ty ruce tolik, nedělej tohle, ale zkus jakoby, jako že chceš...
No, protože tohle nikdo dělá tak. To ne, musí...
Grandmaster try to explain proper downward flow.
Proto trošku nahoru, dolů, takhle.
Musí být jako sázet prostě.
Takže to je pohybu trošku tak pohybu. Nikdo dělá takhle, to nemůže. No?
Takže trošku jako oblouk velký.
Ano, takže kulatý dolů, takže takhle dělá. No?
Meaning is not checking the arm, but deflecting the arm. So it's mean that don't try to hold contact, but try to deflect. It's mean hand will be move in this direction.
Ano. To taky to ještě
not stamping.
Takhle.
Jen tam přejít, nejde tam jako jump, jako nesmíš tam našlápnout výšku.
So it's quite common mistake if people too much focusing on stances. The concentration.
Tohle, jenom tak.
Jenom tohle.
Takhle.
Jako nezvedej to tu
a já moc dupu.
Jo, ty moc dupuš.
Jenom tam přikroč.
Pojď hodně přes apkunči.
Už takhle dělám. Ne, pokročení.
Přes patu, zkus normálně. Přes apkunči, ono to nebude.
Kdyby si dokračoval do budoucnovi.
Jo.
Ano, tak to už. Hana. Tul. Hana. Hana. Tul.
Jo, ještě tak.
Ano. Hongkar hichomaki. Hana.
This is wedging blocks. Kaunde hichomaki.
Hana. Tak, tohle taky neriomaki. Neriom.
This is again category neriomaki, downward blocks.
Takže třeba proti obsahy.
This is again sidekick, for example.
Takže pull. Takže takhle dělá, takhle.
So
taky pull.
Don't try to only check, but try to reflect. Hele.
Zkus to víc.
To samý, jako když děláš tohle.
Ale nemusí.
Jo, rozumím.
Nátra. No. Hana. Tul. Děkuji tohle.
This is foot shifting, so it must be faster than normally. So both feet moves almost together.
Hana. Tul. Set. Net. Pass. Hana. Tul.
This is high section kick.
Hana. Tul. Hana. Tul. Set.
Ujam.
Haro. Sure.
So this is Ujam 2.
Další otázky máme.
Dotazy? We have some questions. Ale k tomu poslední.
Tak tady je otázka jako na jak se pohybovat do jakého času. Asi to, co jsme tady s Pavlem opravovali. We have a question about how to move, because it's written movement. It's very important not to perform the stamping motion. It must be like a longer step. Takže chceme jako dlouhý příkrok.
jako pravidla nikdy časový nemá stepping.
The main rule for the extent is that there is never stamping motion. So if you follow this rule, you will not do mistake. Only step.
protože 교차석이 musí pokročený jako spring, takže nemůže jako tlačit.
Jo, rozumím.
Tohle je tlačit, může tlačit. No? Třeba tohle taky může být, ale tohle vymění místo, takže musí pokročený, jako kočka. Takže nemůže tlačit.
The explanation from Grandmaster Hwang is about Kyochasogi. The extent is because this stance, there are both knees are bent, so it's not possible to make the stamping motion, and it's about spring because your knees spring, and it's not possible to the ground will react to your body. So it must be done only in regular motion. So no stamping motion.
General 우젤랄 jako na spali 달련 tohle jako 앉는 속이 걷는 속이 내 초타법이래. ale 교차속이 또 내다발 jako 산체
General Che created the stamping motion Gurugi only for example walking stance, sitting stance, L stance. So like these stances, and it's the main goal of this is strengthening and conditioning your muscles and also your attacking tool. Ještě jsme tam měli jako ale obecný. There was a very general question about the application of all blocks, those who are not repeated, but we are sorry, we have only 3 hours, and I think for application of each technique, you should read the book because everything is written. There are many photos. You can follow the purpose and application of each technique. Maybe next time. V přechodu do Pandedolčaky, jestli, no jako spíš v pohybu do Pandedolčaky, jestli je noha lehce pokrčená. Jo, jako když děláme pande, musí být natažená.
No, ale těžký, ale musíte.
So the answer is in Pandedolčaky. It's like the kicking leg is always straight. It's extended fully. It shouldn't be bent. It's difficult, but you should try.
Protože to, když jako pokročení, potom už vypadá Pandedolo korocami.
If you bend your leg, it looks like a Pandedolo korocami.
Bude trochu problém, když jako řeknete, že musí být úplně narovnaná. Někdo třeba myslí, jakože úplně narovnaný je jako úplně jako tohle.
No,
jo,
ale se říká jako natažená.
Já když někdy vysvětlím, tak třeba tohle narovnaný, ale ještě můžu. Takhle nechceme bande, ne? To už zase problém jako pro kolena.
There is necessary to understand what does it mean the fully extended or fully straight, because if you do in the punch, I'm not sure if I'm able to do, but the punch should be straight, but not fully like this. If you like breaking your elbow, so not this way.
It's straight, but not locked fully.
And it's same for the leg, because some people they are able to break a little bit and more than in its nature. Jo.
třeba fonkhal, my můžeme fonkhal. Třeba takhle jako nataženo nemůžete.
So for example, in knife hand side strike, you cannot fully lock your elbow because it's dangerous.
Trošku tak, potom může být jako držit, ale takhle potom už tady taky problém.
So if you will completely fully stretch, you will have problem with your shoulder, your elbow. So if you naturally bend little bit, it will be much better for your technique.
포이부 반대들로 차기 첼리 어떠치 첼리.
The idea of bande tolochagi is same like supyong terigi. So your arm or leg is straight and you use this without snapping motion from elbow or snapping motion from knee. There is no extra motion from knee.
Yeah. třeba Ja?
For example, bande,
takhle dělá.
it's like this.
A třeba tohle podobný 반대로 걸어차기.
But last kick, because of extra motion from the knee, is more like bande tolyo gorochagi, reverse hooking kick, which is different than.
플라분이 반대로 걸어차기에 후킹.
So, but main idea of reverse hooking kick is not to hit, but to grab, hook somebody neck.
Yeah. Takže podobně, ale lepší trošku jako nataženou, ale musí rezervovat ty koleno.
So if we are speaking about bande tolyochagi, your leg must be straight, but you have to understand, you have to protect your knee, and your knee is not completely locked. No, knee is little bit bent to protect your joint.
Okay. SVÉ time study trainingu.
Also about training secrets.
Yeah. Kopí musí koleno trošku jako pokručený.
In the moment of kick, your knee must be slightly bent.
Yeah.
This is one of point of training secrets.
Next, please.
Tady je z Japonska dotaz, že my jsme použili jako, že neskáče, ale že v Taekwon-Do je skok. My jsme dále říkali, jako, že tam není dupnutí. No,
Taekwon-Do?
No, on se ptá, jako, že my jsme říkali, že do kyochasogi, že se neskáče, ale že v Taekwon-Do samozřejmě je technika skoku. Jo, ale myslím, že to je asi špatný pochopení.
Full stejný, kyochasogi full stejný.
There's the question from Kaoru Serizawa from Japan. Maybe something wrong in our translation to English, because we said by him that for extents it's not use jumping. No, for extents it's not possible to make a stamping motion like this. Yeah, it's not possible to make for the extent. And you are right in the pattern tege, it's possible or it's necessary to perform jump to extends and fist low block.
Když kyochasogi, vymění místo kyochasogi na balance.
When we are performing extends, and because there is also changing of place, and it's about how to learn your body and your mind about balance. It's about correct balance, and this is necessary for to not perform stamping, only change the place with technique. Tak, další otázka. Jo, jestli asi otázka teďka na Ujamtu, jestli Sonkaldung Anuro Maki je prováděno jako v kruhu, v oblouku. Jo, a v Anuncogi, že děláme jako v přímý lince, jo, že to je Sonkaldung Debi Maki, ale tady to je trochu jiná technika.
Sonkaldung Nazunde Maki.
Sonkaldung Nazunde Anuro Maki. Jo, tady, jo, že to je jako kruhový pohyb, ale to je úplně jiná technika. Jako. So we have a question, I don't know from whom. Can you explain why low reverse knife hand block is performed in circular motion? I'm not sure if it's correct word. When it's in sitting stance, but performed in straight line in L stance.
Tak proč
nepoužíváme
Sonkaldung?
Ne, Sonkaldung, jako oboje Sonkaldung.
Uamtul první Sonkal anro a další Sonkaldung anro. Different.
Ale nepoužíváme jako v Gebektulu, to není jako kruhový pohyb.
So generally we have circle motion only in Devimaki. So we can use circle motion like in Yong, which is more like pushing block. yeah, and in direct version with trajectory like this, it's more like blocking, like more like striking version. So in Taekwondo terminology, we have circle block, yeah, in Devimaki, which is more like pushing. We can use also this way.
Maybe if you can specify more, because I'm not sure how to understand your question. So for pattern, when after Pandidule Chagi, it's stepping step. It's wrong English, and then you chagi. Yeah, it's after Pandidule Chagi is stamping motion to the sitting stance, and then there is a side piercing kick. There's a question about breathing in circular left reverse knife hand block. What is the correct way to breathe?
A na co se ptá, kde? V ujamu?
No, bude to na ujamu.
Jo. Takže jak správně dýcháme, protože jestli jako, anebo jak správně jako dýchá.
Tohleto hlavní jako tady kružit, potom pryč. To je konč technika. To je jeden technika, jeden jako dýchá. Takže
so in this block, we have also two possible application. One is like two blocks. Then we will press like two blocks. Yeah, but in all patterns, Tolomyomaki is like scooping and throwing out. Yeah, so breath control is like one sharing breath, like more like continuous or connected technique. So it's like, yeah, so more together, not two techniques, only one scooping and throwing out. So and breath must follow this action.
To asi trošku podobný jako Tromaki.
So Grandmaster said it's similar like Duromaki. Yeah, it's also.
Ale Tromaki ještě nekončí, ale nebude končí.
Sometimes we have like single motion without no connection with sponge. Sometimes we have Duromaki, and it must continue to next technique. And Grandmaster said Ptolemyomaki is similar like Duromaki and punch. So scooping and throwing out.
So we have no more question now, but we received from Grandmaster Tam the 6th question. So we will try answer it, because we spoke already about it before the seminar. The first question is Hwang to close stance side front block. So it means Maso Yobapmaki. Is there any lift, heel lift when performing these two techniques?
So when we spoke with Grandmaster Hwang, if we are doing some techniques where we need power, like Yobapmaki or punch, we have to go a little bit, slightly. It's always in book, it's written slightly. You have to lift slightly your heel. Only what is necessary. Same if from first Yobapmaki, if you are turning, you have to slightly lift your heels, because you must turn on the ball of the foot, not on the full sole or balbadak, but you have to slightly lift your heel. But don't make some extra motion on the end of technique. This is not necessary. Yeah, but for example, and it will be maybe next.
Yes. So you have to divide these two questions. The first question should be about the transition from the first technique, from your palku and the L stance to close stand. So there is very small lift. What is necessary for turning, for rotation? And then when you are staying and performing technique in the same stance, like stances where is, the leg are straight 100%. So it's necessary to, because you need for the power.
Tak musíme jako světlit time speed training.
You have to understand training secrets.
Protože tohle je jedna pravidla všude funguje.
Because it can be like general rule.
Protože my nemůžeme každý technika ukázat jako světlit. Protože hlavní pravidla rozumí, potom všechno rozumí.
We have to understand rule of motion, system of moving, and then it's not necessary to explain each technique.
A proč my děláme začátek takhle dělá? Proč dělá takhle?
For example, why we are doing this kind of
A
motion.
proč dělá takhle?
Why in Naranosigi we are used to go up and
Každý před musíme pracovat jako
So it's normal if we want to do some forward motion, we have to start with small backward motion. This is training secret.
Takže to první hotovo, potom druhý nemůže jenom tak. Musí něco připravit.
So this small lifting up, it helps also for preparation of hands and body for next technique.
To není potřeba je zase tohleto takhle vysoký. To nemůže, nepomáhá. Musí trošku nátra.
Don't go too high. It's not necessary. Always slightly lift your heel.
So second question is it's quite similar such question. Yong tool close stance, but it should be written parallel stance, not close stance. And Gamde Chirugi. This is executed after parallel stance palm hooking bow. So combinations Master Martin showed. There is block, and there is also the same situation. Natural lift heels from the ground.
Třeba to je kombinace jako spojení tohle hana tool.
So if will be connected motion, it will be like this.
Hana tool, ale tohle samostatný. Hana a tool.
But in this case, this is two separately, two movements, two separate movements.
It's also true.
Pane si můžete vysvětlit, že v encyklopedii, stará encyklopedie je napsaná, jakoby.
Tak, takže my musíme rozumět, tak encyklopedie není hodně jako druhý, každý jako nestejný roku výroba.
Jo, jiný vydání.
Jo, takže něco to není stejný.
So you have to also understand that we have some misprints in different edition of encyclopedia. So in some editions you can find there is written connected motion.
Takže next další seminářu my můžeme takové ještě jako světlím, ale už bylo minule normální situace, už bylo mezinárodní seminářů, všichni už zná.
So next time during international seminars, Grandmaster Hwang can explain more about this, but he already last years many times explained during seminars that always if Golchomaki punch in Naranisugi or Anunsugi, it's always two separate motions.
Tady můžu jako světlím celý tool 어디든지 통일. 나란히서 손바닥 걸쳐맞기, 앉아서 손바닥 걸쳐맞기, všechno samostatně, už nemá spojení.
So Grandmaster Hwang said it can be like general rule from Chonji to Tongil tool. If there is some Naraniso or Anunso, Golchomaki and Churugi, it's no combination. It's two separate movements.
So the same question is for pattern Yong, same answer. I really don't understand why there is notice that the lifting of heels was not allowed or points deducted during last World Championship, because it's a tragic mistake. Because if we are speaking about the old way as a connecting motion or some divided motion to regular motion, it's same. It's same because you must lift your heels up. Pak pane se na ta otázka na Tongil. Jo, zpomalý pohyb nolomaky. There is a question about pattern Tongil, because there is sombarak gonso sombarak nolomaky, and the question is because in the book is written it's normal motion, regular motion, but now it's performed in slow motion. We spoke about it with Grandmaster Hwang before. It was changed because it was some mistake, and for many years in many countries it's practiced in slow motion in pattern Tongil. It's also written in errata by Grandmaster Hwang. A potom Anunsogi Samaki, ten rychlý pohyb, jenom, že to je teda Mikulgi. In pattern Tongil, there's a sitting stance, outer forearm, W-shaped block, so mean like this, and there are two blocks in sitting stance with some Mikulgi, changing of the position to the side. And the question is about the rhythm of these techniques. It's not fast motion, but it's because it's Mikulgi, it's sliding, and because that it's performed for some viewers a little bit faster than regular technique. But there is no sine wave to perform this Mikulgi, because it's Mikulgi, it's changing of place.
Tak svoje jako pravidla má. Jako.
It is the Mikulgi.
Mikulgi nekdy ne sine.
If motion is called Mikulgi, it has own rule. It's not sine wave for Mikulgi.
Protože Mikulgi nekdy jako jeden jméní druhý pokračuje takhle. Poslouchá takhle. Takže to nemá sine. To nemůže jako rychlý pomalu.
Jo.
To je normální. Každý normální.
So Mikulgi, it's about the changing of the position of the place, so there is no sine wave. And the last question for pattern Tongil, the close stance with twin side elbow thrust, like this technique at the end of the pattern Tongil. And question is if it's executed in slow or normal motion, yeah, the encyclopedia doesn't mention about motion here. So if not mentioned, it's regular motion. It's performed in normal speed. So we have some more question. This question regarding the current discussion when lifting the heels in front side block.
Zase vypadá jako otázka o Jupak Maki.
Jako ale jestli kolena. No, if you are performing the techniques in parallel stance or close stance and on the same place, there is no spring. Never bend your knees. Only up and down. Naturally up and down. But no down, up, down. It's U-turn, but it's in for other stances, sitting stance, walking stance, stance, and so on.
So it's same principle if you are teaching white belts, first technique, Naraniso Abchrugi, it's same principle because our legs are straight, like Muasugi, Naranisugi, Twibalsugi, maybe Webalsugi. Our legs are straight. There is no down, up, down. There is only up, down.
Tak, tady je pak otázka na Webalsugi. Někdy tak, potom třeba Setsong tak noha. Jo, jestli jako rozdíl aplikace. Alexi, vyplo se nám to?
Čas? Automaticky?
Tady má. Some small technical mistake. No, tady na to pozici, jenom umění.
No, tam umění, tak
the question was in pattern set song is one leg stance and the instep is in the back of the knee. So there is no special application. It's only art. It's something special for very, very high pattern. So there is more and more question. So there's some notice that about Moasogi and Moasogi. The movement will cause loss of points in the World Championship. So Grandmaster Hwang should speak with the umpire committee because I think it's totally wrong. On tady píše, že opravdu na semináři rozhodčíka si říkali, že tohle je chyba. Jo, ale
musí nahoru.
Jo, jako, ale že to je chyba právě, že musí nahoru, jo. So we chat about it. It's wrong from our point of view and from our knowledges. And Grandmaster Hwang later will talk to umpire committee and clarify what was the problem of this. So the last question, because our time is up. There's a question about difference between Chirugi, Chagi, Busigi for punch and foot technique, but we already explained it in the first part that Chirugi, it means full rotation. At the end of the technique, there's rotation, and you try to injure your opponent inside of his body. But Chirugi for the hands and for the legs, for kicks and for the handseki, it's quite same principle: rotation and at the end of technique. But Busigi is very similar to motion with hands of terigi. There's also rotation or turning motion, circular motion, but your focus is to injure your opponent on the surface, maybe skin, maybe some muscles, or maybe some bones. So there's the basic principle. So in Busigi movement, it's also called like a snap motion. So you perform and you will snap your leg immediately back. Máte ještě, pane mistře, takhle něco ještě k tomu vysvětlení?
Dobrý, tak to asi my máme šance příště, jo?
It will be possibility to more question next time. Můžete říct, že seminář bude?
My počítáme to mezinárodní seminářu, to online době, že my musíme nejdřív vidět, kolik lidí chce, potom další, my musíme registrovat IT. Potom my dostaneme povolení, potom my už budeme internet, jako website a IT.
Ale řeknu asi třeba leden, únor, jako že...
Ano, leden, únor, nový roku my budeme průzovouši, budeme...
Dobře. So for tonight, it's all from our side, from Czech Republic. We hope you enjoyed this seminar for the first time internationally from Czech Republic. And also we can say the information that we already spoke with Grandmaster Hwang, Czech Taekwon-Do Federation, and so on, about regular international technical seminar, but through the internet. It will be online like this, but much longer. And we will discuss it. Grandmaster Hwang will discuss it about the date of this seminar, and also about some entry fee. And it will be asked to the ITF for the official approval. And after that, we will put this information online. We can say it will be at the beginning of the next year, so maybe in January or February it will be ready, and you will be able. So, and if you want to be part of this, please put some short notice in the chat. It will help us to understand how many people is eager to participate in this seminar like this.
we also discussed with Grandmaster Hwang before that it will be maybe only like international instructors seminars, but if will be online international instructors seminars, let's say from 4th or 3rd Dan, it not will be like standard international instructor seminar, sitting in suit and a lot of speaking, but it will be mainly practicing. Yeah, and also we would like to, on the end of this broadcasting, we would like to thanks to all participants. We saw people from Japan, from Australia. It's amazing in this time to be connected with these people, and we have to thanks also to Czech Taekwondo Federation, which help us with this broadcasting, and we hope that we can meet on the beginning of New Year again like this. But mainly we hope that we can meet soon in gyms during normal international seminars.
Okay.
Chcete poděkovat ještě na začátku?
Dneska asi nestačilo, já rozumím, ale my ještě máme šanci další.
Grandmaster said, of course, he understands that during 3 hours it cannot be explained everything, and this is not enough. But we hope we will do on the beginning of next year a regular weekend seminar with 3-4 lectures like this. Yeah? So it will be much more opportunity to explain more things.
To po semináru můžete napsat jako svoje jako názory, jak to vypadá.
Also, Grandmaster would like to ask you to put after a seminar, maybe to chat or our emails or Facebooks, your opinion about this seminar, and maybe we can change something, or we can do something extra during New Year seminar. And of course, it's important. A regular international seminar on the beginning of next year will be not through YouTube, but it will be through Zoom. So Grandmaster will also see your techniques, and he can repair through a different platform of broadcasting. So in name of Grandmaster Hwang and Czech Taekwondo Federation, I would like to thank you for being with us, and hope to see you soon.
Okay.
So thank you for everyone for the participation. I would like also thanks Grandmaster Hwang for his time and for his knowledges. My colleagues, Master Martin Zámečník, Pavel for his performance during 3 hours, and you are not able to see two guys which are sitting behind the computers. There are 2 students from Somkal, and big thanks for them, because it's Saturday evening, and it's a lot of work to do about to prepare this seminar. So thank you for everyone. Thank you for Czech Taekwondo Federation for this opportunity, and I hope see you in January or February. See you soon. Have a good weekend, and also Merry Christmas and much health to the new year 2021. So thank you.
차렷! 사선이 영예! 번! 산!
Dobrá práce. Děkujeme.